Welcome to the channel of multidimensional perspective. Ladies and gentlemen, according to media reports, a fleet of 11 warships from Russia and China recently organized a voyage to the Northwest Pacific region and approached the coast of Alaska, United States, not far from the Aleutian Islands. Chinese public opinion regards this as a milestone event. An article on the Tencent News website commented that this is the largest foreign fleet to ever approach the coast of the United States, an unprecedented event with a very strong warning significance. The article added that not long ago, U.S. warships traveled through the waters near China dozens of times a year, provocations of China's territorial sovereignty 3 times 7 times. At those times, we could only sigh, when will Chinese warships be able to go to the coast of the United States to challenge? It was just a dream because some Chinese ships have also been in service for decades. The second time was in September 2022, after the conclusion of the Vortex 2022 exercise in Russia. 7 ships from both sides went to the waters near Alaska for a joint patrol. This time is the third time, on July 24, after Russia and China concluded the 2023 Joint North exercise. The joint forces set off from the Sea of Japan and entered the Bering Sea. Finally, the article concludes that this time the joint Russian-Chinese fleet patrolling Alaska is no different from a reverse encirclement of this U.S. overseas territory, a major retaliation against the United States. After this, such situations will surely become more and more. While Chinese netizens see this event as a well-deserved retaliation that they have long been waiting for, the U.S. response seems to be not very clear. ABC News assesses that this move represents a clear show of force by Russia and China. The two countries have recently been strengthening ties, as well as tensions with the United States over Taiwan and Ukraine. However, the way the United States responds to this event seems to be not yet unified. On August 6, the United States Northern Command announced that a Russian and Chinese naval fleet had patrolled near Alaska the previous week. However, it was not considered a threat as it remained in international waters. The command also added that their air and sea forces had conducted activities to ensure the defense capability of the United States and Canada. A U.S. official also told ABC News that the Pentagon had been tracking and waiting for this patrol for several weeks before it took place. The patrol comes amid growing tensions between the United States and China over Taiwan. The United States has reaffirmed its commitment to defend Taiwan, while China has warned that it will take any necessary measures to prevent the island from declaring independence. The patrol also comes amid the ongoing Russian invasion of Ukraine. The United States has imposed harsh sanctions on Russia and provided military aid to Ukraine. The patrol is a sign of the growing strategic rivalry between the United States, China, and Russia. It is likely that these tensions will continue to rise in the coming years. While officials in Washington, D.C., seem unconcerned about the joint patrol of 11 Russian warships, those in Alaska are more agitated. ABC News reports that Alaska Republican Senators Lisa Murkowski and Dan Sullivan, both Republicans, denounced the patrol in a statement and reiterated their call on the federal government to increase military spending for their state. Murkowski said it is a stark reminder of Alaska's proximity to both Russia and China, as well as the important role their state plays in national defense and territorial sovereignty. Senator Sullivan said, "We are entering a new era of authoritarian aggression led by the dictators in Beijing and Moscow. With this reality in mind, and with the unique strategic location of our state, for many years I have been urging the Navy and successive administrations to station a larger presence of Coast Guard and Marine Corps forces in Alaska, along with more Arctic-capable ships and more infrastructure." Dear audience, here is a summary of some of the public opinion in China and the United States on the joint patrol of Russian warships near Alaska. Recall that a few months ago, when U.S. warships and Coast Guard vessels passed through the Taiwan Strait, in the midst of online tension, some people in China raised the issue of why China did not send ships to patrol near the U.S. coast in retaliation. Until now, this has happened. Objectively speaking, China has now had the capacity for ships to patrol near the west coast of the United States, but because they do not have as many overseas bases as the United States, so patrolling far from the coast also has some logistical challenges. This patrol is also only in international waters and has not really caused any military provocations to the United States. However, if the relationship between the two countries continues to worsen, China's next actions may increase the level of provocation. This event also signals a period when China has a strong naval force close to the United States, or at least they believe they are in that state. The competition between the United States and China will therefore only become more intense rather than lessen. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the content on the Multidimensional Perspective channel. We hope you enjoyed it.